A group of heavily armed robbers stormed into the bank. They smashed the bank's security system. Then they quickly took control of all the hostages. Right after that, they forced the bank manager to open the vault. They stuffed all the cash into their backpacks. One of the employees secretly hit the alarm. But when the robbers noticed, they didn't even get mad. Instead, they dragged the worker into an office and made her send the robbery news straight to the TV station. Soon, the TV station dispatched a helicopter. It quickly flew above the bank. A security guard on the roof signaled them to land. But the moment they got off the chopper, the guard suddenly pulled out a gun. Turns out the guard was part of the crew all along. At that time, the other 4 robbers arrived with the money. Then they all boarded the helicopter and got away. To leave no trace behind, they blew up the helicopter right after landing. These 5 were seasoned bank robbers. They always worked together seamlessly, but they only pulled one job each year. That's when John just got back home and found Guster already waiting inside. Guster used to be one of them, but he got hurt and busted 5 years ago. By their pact, he never ratted anyone out. Now fresh out of prison, he brought a big score. That night, the 5 brothers sat down to discuss it. Some said since Guster kept his mouth shut before, he could be trusted again, but others thought he couldn't be trusted, and if they pulled another heist, it would break their once-a-year tradition. Right then, Guster walked in uninvited. The room instantly got tense, but Guster quickly said he just wanted to talk business. Then he laid out the whole plan. It was a $30 million deal. While a bank job only got them a few million, they simply couldn't resist this temptation. In the end, they all agreed to go for it. But how could they on a crowded street pull off hitting an armored truck? First, they marked the truck's usual route, then planted explosives right under it, and wired the detonator. Next, they hacked into the traffic lights, so the truck would follow signals into the trap. Guster disguised himself as a traffic cop, guiding 2 trucks toward the marked spot. John was up high watching and giving orders. The truck was almost at the target, when a bicycle suddenly cut across, making the truck hit the brakes early, and stopped just before the blast zone. The truck crew instantly called for backup. The escorting cops spotted the robbers in the tunnel, and a heavy gunfight broke out. John jumped onto the second truck, and rammed the first one into the tunnel, but soon John was surrounded. In panic, he floored it straight for the tunnel mouth. Luckily, he made it inside. 2 guys laid down cover fire, while 2 others cut the truck door with a saw. Soon the door burst open. They dumped the cash into sacks, each grabbed 1 bag on their back, and ran through the planned escape route. They successfully left the scene. By the time more cops showed up, they were already long gone. When the mob boss heard they pulled it off, he was not happy at all, since the score was supposed to be with Guster and him. But Guster went with others first. Guster claimed he'd share half the cash. He even gave the mob the hideout address, but the boss wasn't buying it. He armed up and went to kill them. Meanwhile, the others unknowingly were splitting money in the hotel. Only Guster kept glancing out the window. When he saw the mob arrive downstairs, he bolted through the bathroom. By the time the others noticed, it was too late. The mob was already at the door. A brutal shootout broke out. Turns out Guster had set all this up. He wanted to kill them using someone else's hand. Since the enemy fire was too fierce, John and the others had to retreat while shooting. Wounded, Cleary covered his brother's escape. He leapt up firing every bullet he had, but he lost his life doing it. The mob still kept chasing hard. Then Jack flanked them from a balcony and took them all down. The crew mourned over Cleary's body, but the cops were closing in fast, so they had to bail quickly. Meanwhile, Guster got to Gordon's private jet. He killed the staff and was about to leave with the cash, but he unexpectedly ran into Gordon himself. Gordon was no match for him and got beaten down. As Guster was about to finish Gordon off, a gunshot suddenly rang out. Guster dropped dead instantly. Turns out John arrived and saved Gordon. Then John loaded the money into a car and escaped safely with Gordon.